Well, ladies and gentlemen, today was a big day for XRP, but the problem is that it's being overshadowed by price action. We're going to talk about this. We're going to address it. We're going to also address what's extremely concerning that's happening right now in this market. So our speculation was correct. Going back to the 17th, Bitwise posted, "You will not believe what I just heard." What we were thinking is that, guess what? They got the approval for the XRP ETF. And it seems as though that was correct because we did get the approval. Here we have from Bitwise earlier yesterday. Big news, the Bitwise XRP ETF is set to begin trading on NYSE tomorrow with the ticker XRP. I actually think that's pretty cool that they did get the ticker XRP. It has a management fee of about 0.34%, which is waived for the first month on the first 500 million in assets. This product brings investors spot exposure to XRP, the crypto asset that aims to modernize global payments. Here's why XRP is interesting. It's one of the longest running blockchains with a 13-year track record and super vibrant community of supporters. It's the world's third largest digital asset with a $125 billion market cap. It's going after a massive $250 trillion cross-border payments opportunity. It can settle payments in 3 to 5 seconds for fractions of a penny. A growing list of assets are being tokenized on XRP Ledger, including US Treasuries, digital commercial paper, private credit, and money market funds. Our mission at Bitwise is to provide access to the most exciting themes in crypto. We are thrilled to launch XRP and bring XRP's potential real-world impact to investors through a professionally managed investment vehicle. Now, we also got the official launch. We have today is the day. We are launching the Bitwise XRP ETF. It's a big step forward for XRP, the world's third largest crypto asset, which aims to reshape the market for global payments. Now, this is going to be a space held at 2:30 p.m. ET, so just in a little bit from now, where they are going to be discussing the wild journey to today, why XRP, what this means for the XRP army, how TradFi and global payments are changing, the future of digital assets, what's ahead for Ripple. And this is going to be a great one to lock in on because, we do have Matt Hugin from Bitwise, we have David Schwartz, and we also have Eleanor Tourette. So I'm very excited about this. I think that this is going to be one to really kind of catch. But also, we did get the official announcement from Bitwise where they said milestone day for the XRP community. This morning, the Bitwise XRP ETF began trading on the NYSE, ticker XRP. With today's launch, investors have a new convenient way to get spot exposure to XRP, the crypto asset looking to disrupt the $250 trillion market for global payments. Why is XRP intriguing? Well, they do talk about the 13 years, the XRP army, the $125 billion market cap. Like, we already went over most of this. But we do have, through crypto's ups and downs over the past decade plus, XRP has shown great resilience and played a key role in crypto's move to the mainstream. We are thrilled to launch XRP today and contribute to the next step of XRP's journey. Now, yes, this did begin. This started trading earlier today. And listen, this has been a pretty successful launch as well. We have over 848,000 volume today alone. Guys, this is actually very good to see. The market sucks. I'm just going to be 100% honest with you guys. This market is absolutely trash right now. And what's crazy about this is while the market is this bad, XRP is still pulling in over $19 million in volume in an ETF that just launched on one of the worst days for crypto. I don't think that any of these ETF launches are accurate in terms of the true value that these will hit, because again, the market has been terrible lately. XRP today just lost $2. You guys probably remember the crucial level that I was telling you guys that XRP should hold. That level is right around $1.91. This is going to be our red zone. Breaking below this is not going to be good for XRP. And the worst part about this is it's a weekly candle close that we are watching for. So this Sunday, if this closes below this red zone by Sunday for the weekly candle close, it will confirm that XRP is going much lower and it will most likely target the wicks going all the way back here to 2021's high. We're talking about a deep $1 and like 50 some cent XRP. I want to avoid that. But you might be asking, Nick, why? Why is XRP selling off with all of these ETF launches? I thought these ETF launches were so bullish. I thought that we were going to see so much volume in. You know, the Canary ETF did extremely well. It's still doing extremely well. I mean, even if we're looking at the Canary ETF today, over 500,000 plus volume alone as well from the Canary ETF. Like, what's going on here? This is all positive gains here. Like, what's happening? Well, it's Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues to sell off, and I have proof that this is, it kind of feels as if this is all manipulation. We're going to talk about this. Obviously, I feel like anytime that we do see a deep sell-off like this, it's usually from some pretty big players, which, you know, we'll also address that in this video as well. But, you know, the main thing is that we are filling this weekly fair value gap. Am I dead set on this holding? I mean, listen, if we do not hold this level and we start to retarget these lows down here, this is essentially the last leg on Bitcoin. In my opinion, like a lot of people are saying like, oh, Bitcoin can go down to this level and that level and still be, you know, fine. This would be a crucial level for us to hold on Bitcoin, very similar to this level on XRP. I do not want to see us lose this red zone. This would be equivalent to when Bitcoin lost the lows going back to July of 2021. When we lost these lows on Bitcoin, we all see what happened, aka bear market. I do not want to see us lose this low from March. I want to see us find a footing somewhere around this range up here. This fair value gap, the main reason why I'm looking at this being our bottom is because this would be a higher low going off of these significant lows back here. So I would like to have a macro higher low. We form a floor. We start to break back to the upside. It could take a little bit of time. And then we finally break over the previous highs. That will take a long time. But I just said that typically when we see a sell-off like this, it means manipulation, and it means that some big players are selling off. I made a post recently. This goes back to November 13th, just 1 week ago, when we got the Canary ETF launch. Okay, the Canary ETF launch was very bullish when it first launched because of the inflows. You wouldn't guess it was because Bitcoin sold off that day too. And I made a post and I said, and then we dumped Bitcoin the day of the XRP ETF approval to suppress the market even more. I said, let's revisit this post because we just got another XRP ETF launch and another mass sell-off on Bitcoin. How comical. And I don't believe that this is, you know, coincidental. I think that this is, you know, 100% a controlled sell-off. How do I know? Well, because of the whale transactions. Here we got another big update today. OG Bitcoin whale sold $1.3 billion in Bitcoin. Owen Gundon, a Bitcoin holder since 2011, has now sold all 11,000 Bitcoin worth $1.3 billion. One of Bitcoin's earliest whales is out. And just for those that are wondering if this is an actual sell, yes. It was a sell on the Kraken hot wallet from his wallet. And what's crazy about this is this stirs a ton of panic in the market. Why are these Bitcoin whales selling? It has to be over, right? It's cooked. Everything's done. And then it causes a sell-off. Right around the same exact time that we have an ETF launch. By the way, the day of the Canary ETF launch as well, we were witnessing significant sell pressure, major liquidations. It's almost as if every single time that we see a launch or some sort of bullish news for XRP, we typically see the market starting to have a cascade. And I feel like almost no one outside of the XRP community is questioning this. Like, the XRP community has been questioning this for so long. Why are we constantly seeing sell pressure when XRP is performing well, doing something good, having a big announcement? It's comical to me. But this is not the first time that we witnessed Bitcoin whales selling off, especially to manipulate the market. Back in July, we witnessed a Bitcoin whale sell 80,000 Bitcoin for 9.6 billion. This was all bought in 2011 for $54,000. 80,000 Bitcoin. The question is, why now? That's the thing, right? Like, why are we starting to see so much sell pressure on Bitcoin? Like, what do these individuals know? Now, you might be saying, all right, well, Nick, it's the bear market. The bear market's here, right? Is it the bear market, or are these whales trying to manipulate you into believing that it is the bear market? Not to mention the fact that we're starting to see the entire scenery around crypto change, and the focus is now shifting off of Bitcoin. I question if this has something to do with it as well. And then also back in September, we had another whale that sold Bitcoin to buy Ethereum. This happened. And again, a lot of people were wondering, like, what's going on here? Why are they shifting to Ethereum? Well, it's because it's Ethereum's phase of the cycle, or, oh, it's going to be altcoins. Doesn't really matter, right? The main thing that we are starting to see here is people capitulating on Bitcoin. We don't know where that money's going. Is it just sell pressure? Is it just them taking profits? We don't know. But when it goes back to some of these whales, they are selling their entire stack. Like 80,000 Bitcoin, selling 80,000 Bitcoin is a very big deal. And it's giving us an insight on something big is coming. Something's going to happen here. Is it the bear market? Is it going to be, something even worse? We don't know. But one thing is certain to me is that every single time that we are witnessing something big happen for XRP, we start to see manipulation of the market. It goes all the way. Like, listen, people will say, "Oh no, that's just you wearing a tinfoil hat." No, listen, every single time, and it's been happening for well over 5 years now, almost. Every single time that we have started to see, like, it doesn't even have to be a big announcement, by the way. Every single time that we started to see XRP performing well, like going back to November of 2020, what do we see? Manipulation. Here we have the announcement of the SEC lawsuit. XRP was starting to break out. It just retested significant resistance going all the way back to September of 2018. This thing was going to go absolutely parabolic. And guess what? They had to come in, stop it, slow it down, kill it. And this lasted, you got to remember, this lasted for a very long time. We're talking about well over like 1,400 some days until XRP started to break out again. And it was only because the SEC lawsuit was out of the way and we started to see a pro-crypto admin. But we talked about the manipulation then, and that was to support Ethereum. What's the issue now? Is it slowing down, suppressing the price to, maybe keep the Bitcoin train going a little bit longer? Like, what's the main focus here? All I know for certain at this point is we are seeing mass manipulation in this market. We are seeing a lot of these big institutional players enter this space. This manipulation is only going to get worse. Is this the start of the bear market? We don't know. But one thing for me that's certain is that with all of these banks, all of these big players entering the space, like Larry Fink and all of these big CEOs, they are going to manipulate the hell out of this cycle. And every cycle going forward until we start to see this space fully regulated and we start to see utility take over. Because again, it's just like stocks. they control, they manipulate. Every market that has emotions tied to it, there is going to be manipulation. But I find it very interesting that 1 week ago, when the XRP ETF got approved initially, we saw the market sell off. And then 1 week later, we get another ETF launch and we see another sell off. It is insane to me. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because I'm more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.